The tenets of democracy are skills for living in our society that include tolerance, critical thinking and decision-making, thinking together and making meaning, power sharing and empowerment, and individual responsibility and civil involvement with others. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this 5th grade Reading and Language Arts class are beginning a unit on Shakespeare. The students listen to a CD that contains a monologue from one of Shakespeare's plays. Then they watch the same scene on videotape. The students compare the two versions and decide which version was easier to follow and understand. The teacher has the students describe what they observed in the scene. This demonstrates critical thinking.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more?
This is going to be the exact same scene, and we'll see if it makes any more sense now that you can actually see the people and what they're talking about. So where were they? Where did this scene take place? Cameron?
A castle.
Kind of a castle. Is it inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside, right? Kind of on a balcony? Yep, Julia is up on a balcony. And where do you think she's at? Just anybody's house or Wyatt?
Or, like, maybe her castle.
Maybe her castle or maybe her house. So she's outside on a balcony in her house, and Romeo is where? Mackenzie.
Outside.
He's outside, too. You're right. Now, what's kind of going on between the two of those guys? Do they hate each other? Or are they friends? Or what do you think, Brooke?
They like each other.
They like each other. Do they just like each other? No. How do they feel about each other, Taylor?
They love each other.
They love each other, exactly.
The teacher has created a web quest to help the students research Shakespeare and his works. After reading the introduction page of the web quest, the teacher asked the students to summarize their main task. The teacher promotes critical thinking by having the students associate the assignment with their personal experience with writing.
In 1 or 2 sentences, who can tell me the big idea or the main ideas in that? Taylor.
William Shakespeare's holding a contest for his next play.
Exactly. William Shakespeare is kind of holding a contest for his next play. Because what does he need to do? Colton.
He needs a play for the Queen, but he's out of ideas.
Exactly. He needs a new play for the Queen, but the problem is he's out of ideas. He doesn't know what to write about anymore because he's written so many plays, he is out of ideas. Does that ever happen to you? You go to write something maybe in your journal and you've written so much you just can't think of any ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like you get writer's block. Well, that's what William Shakespeare's problem is, and he needs your help.
The teacher reviews the difference between factual and inferential questions and asks the students for examples of each. The students use critical thinking skills when they apply their knowledge to formulate both types of questions about William Shakespeare. They will use the questions to guide their research.
There are factual questions and inferential questions. What's a factual question? Colton, what's a factual question?
One that you've read and you know it's true.
Exactly. You can find the answer to that question very easily. You can see it written someplace. How many of you have read Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? All right. If I ask the question, what were the names of the 7 dwarfs? Could you find that if you were actually reading the story?
Yeah.
Does it say the names of the 7 dwarfs are Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Dopey, Doc, and so on and so on? Good factual question.
I have that answer.
Okay, another factual question. Wyatt.
What does he do?
What does he do, or what was his main job?
What was his favorite play?
What was his favorite play? Good idea, because do you think it ever probably says Shakespeare's favorite play was such and such? But you can probably find some things that help you come up with a good idea about that.
Did he ever give up on a play?
Did he ever give up on a play?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that would be inferential or factual?
I think inferential.
You think inferential? Maybe not giving up, but maybe, because if he gave up on a play, it would probably say that. But maybe, did he ever struggle
Yeah,
writing a play? Do you think that might be a good one?
that would be inferential.
Okay. As soon as we get done writing this, I'll let you come up and write some of these yourself. So have some ideas in your head about some different types of questions, okay? Come add some of your own questions too. Here's your outline sheets. I'm already hearing some good conversations between partners. Nice job.
The students work with their partners to complete their research. They experience civil involvement with others when they work cooperatively on the computer to gather information. They are thinking together as they navigate the web with the help of the WebQuest.
Hey, I got another one for you too. When did he die? Oh, I thought you already had that one. Oh, you put his chapter on. So I was going to say, here's another question. Oh, God, I forgot what. How old was he when he died?
Over here and go to that. No, yeah, that one. What does that mean? That one is where I'm at. Oh, that one's where I'm at.
The students develop an understanding of Shakespeare's life and works, the Globe Theatre, and the Elizabethan era through a series of activities. Then they write short plays that contain some of the components of Shakespeare's writing style. The students experience power sharing when they work in committees to design props and costumes, and to publicize their performance. Each student has specific responsibilities to fulfill. The students have to demonstrate reliability and positive participation in order for the play to be successful. This teaches the students individual responsibility. Finally, the students experience empowerment when they perform their plays for their families and other community members.
We've been working on, we're about to tell you the history of our project. We have been learning about sonnets, similes, alliterations, and we've learned how to make them, and we've done our own. We've also been doing projects on Shakespeare.
After a while, we began to write our plays in our group, and we used some of Shakespeare's techniques, but mostly we used our own. And once we had them all written out, we typed them on the computer, rehearsed them, and acted them out in front of our classroom.
Then I said, "You Batman, get away from me!"
I never knew you did that.
Well, you did that.